100 foes. Hustle money doing somersaults. Juke niggas on muscle folk. Or retarded Henry who want to smoke. Niggas turn it up 100 volts. With no further ado, wasting no time, we gonna jump right into the meat and potatoes of this joint. I'm here to deliver a death-defying, crippling blow to the thigh, like promised to my opponent. 1-round knockout. Are lions, tigers, jaguars, and leopards all panthers? Y'all know how I like to do. I'm gonna get the sources out the way first, because I don't really like patting people on the back, because all knowledge belongs to the human family. Mammal species of the world, revised in 2017 by the Cat Classification Task Force of the Cat Specialist Group. Weisengruber, G.E. Forson Pointer, G. Peters, G. Kuberheis, Journey of Anatomy 201, 3.195-209, Wikipedia.org, Panthera, Mammal Species of the World, a Taxonomic and Geographic Reference, 3rd edition, Johns Hopkins University Press, page 545-548, ISBN 978-0-801-8221-0. Phylogenomic evidence for ancient hybridization in the genomes of large cats, Felidia, PMC, NIH.gov. Hyoid apparatus in the pharynx of the lion, Panthera leo, jaguar, Panthera onca, tiger, Panthera tigris, and the domestic cat, PMC, NIH.gov. Now that we got all that boring shit out the goddamn way, let's jump right into the info. The question everybody been wanting to know, what is a genus? No, not a genie, not a genius, a genus. Genus, Latin plural genera, 1550s, as a term of logic, kind or class of things. Biological sense dates from c. 1600 from the Latin genus, genitive, generis, race, stock, kind, family, birth, descent, origin. From suffix form of pi, which is Proto-Indo-European, root genie, give, birth, beget, with derivatives referring to procreation and family and tribal groups. Panther, mid-13th century, panther, another name for leopard, from Old English panthera, panther, 12th century, and directly from Latin panthera, from Greek panther, panther leopard, probably of Oriental origin, and ancient folk etymological derivative of Greek pan, meaning all, plus there, meaning beast, led to many curious fables. The word was applied to the American cougar or puma in 1730. Etymologically, the word panther derives from the classic Latin panthera, itself from the ancient Greek panther, and phonetically similar to the Sanskrit word Pandora, meaning pale, yellowish, whitish, white. So clearly panthers aren't just black. Panthera is a genus within the family Felidae that was named and described by Lorenz Oken in 1816, who placed all the spotted cats in this group. All the spotted cats. Reginald N. P. Pocock revised the classification of this genus in 1916, meaning they updated the information as comprising the tiger, Panthera tigris, the lion, Panthera leo, the jaguar, Panthera onca, the leopard, Panthera pardus, on the base of common cranial features. Results of the genetic analysis indicate that the snow leopard, formerly uncea, also belonged to the genus Panthera uncea, a classification that was accepted by the IUNC Red List Assessors in 2008. So they upgraded their information, y'all. The tiger, lion, leopard, and jaguar are the only cat species with anatomical structure that enables them to roar. So that's very important when we're talking about what's a panther. The snow leopard is the only one in this genus that cannot roar. The primary reason for this was formerly assumed to be an incomplete ossification of the hyoid bone. However, new studies show the ability to roar is due to the morphological features, especially of the larynx. All Panthera species have an incomplete ossified hyoid bone. A specially adapted larynx with a proportionally larger vocal folds is covered in a large fibroelastic pad. These characteristics enable them to roar. Only the snow leopard cannot roar, as it has a short vocal fold of 9 millimeters that provide a lower resistance to airflow. During the 19th and 20th century, various explorers and staff of the Natural Museum of History suggested suggested numerous species, or at the time called races, for all Panthera species. The taxonomist Reginald Innes Pocock reviewed skins and skulls in the zoology collection of the Natural History Museum of London and grouped subspecies described, thus shortening the list considerably. Since the mid-1980s, several Panthera species became subject of genetic research, mostly using blood samples of captive individuals. Studies results indicate that many of the lion leopard species are questionable because of insufficient genetic distinction between them, meaning they can barely tell the difference between them. Subsequently, it is proposed to all groups of the African lion population Panthera pardus and retain 8 subspecific names for Asian leopard populations. Based on genetic research, it was suggested that all living sub-Saharan African populations into Panthera leo results from the phylogeographic studies indicated that the Western and Central African lion populations were more closely related to those in India and form a different clade that lion population of South and East African. Southeastern Ethiopia is an admixture region between North Africa and East African population. The black panthers do not form a distinct species, but are melanistic species of the genus most often encountered in leopards and jaguars. Genetic studies indicate the Pantherian cats diverged from the subfamily Felinae between 6 to 10 million years ago. The genus Neophilus is the sister of the Panthera. The clouded leopard appeared to diverge about 8.66 million years ago. Panthera diverged from another cat species about 11.3 million years ago, and then evolved into the species tiger about 6.5 million years ago. The snow leopard about 4.63 million years ago, and the leopard about 4.35 million years ago. The mitochondrial sequence data from the fossils suggested that the American lion Panthera atrox is a sister lineage to Panthera spelae that diverged about 0.34 million years ago. The snow leopard is nested within Panthera and is the sister species of the tiger. You hear that? The sister species of the tiger. Now let's do a recap. What did we learn with all of that information that was just deliberated? We learned that the cheetah is not a panther. We learned that the house cat is not a panther. We learned that bobcats and lynxes aren't panthers, nor are ocelots panthers. We learned that all panthers roar except the snow leopard. We also learned that the classification of panther is based on cranial features and it's based on the ability to roar and having retractable claws. Cheetahs don't have retractable claws, y'all. I know some of you think, but they don't. And they don't roar, so they're not panthers. Unfortunately, my opponent has the task of debunking and rebuttaling genetics. He has the task of rebuttaling zoologists. He has the task of rebuttaling and debunking etymology. He has to debunk the Latin terminologies that this genus is placed in. Panthera, panther, big cat. These are the things that we're talking about. My opponent is going to try to tell you that you're illiterate, that I'm illiterate, and we just don't understand what this information is saying, even though it's very cut, clear, and dry. It's very black and white. There is no gray areas here. So with that being said, he has to prove that a lion, a tiger, a leopard, and a jaguar are not panthers. This is his task, and this is an uphill battle he's fighting, and he's gonna lose. This is a first round knockout. There is no coming back from this. This is a crippling blow to the thigh. Now here's the sound of some panthers.
Number 2, lion. Number 3, jaguar.